Alright, this is Varno again with F.E.A.R and that's in hander. He's got his AGD Emag with Warp Feed setup. We are still at Three Rivers Paintball, F.E.A.R's home field. They're gracious enough to let us come out here and test some barrels today, and I'm going to kick it over to hander so he can talk about this beauty.
Alright guys, what we have here is a gem in the paintball world, the AGD Emag, which has currently got the Tac-One body on it, so it's a E-Tac. What we got today, I'm going to show you a little bit about it, talk a little bit about it. Now, kind of exclude the warp feed for just a second. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'll have to get up close to you, show you here what the Emag is capable of. Now, basically what they did, they took a Tac-One, they put a board in it, and board, battery, all that. The battery's right here. X valve, level 10, standard. Just like the Tac-One, we got angel threaded detent, angel threaded feed neck, and as well, this is an older style stock Tac-One barrel, two-piece J&J aluminum. Now the newer Tac-One barrels that you get will be they'll probably be the same color black as the body here. The older ones were blued like this. I personally think the older ones shoot a lot better than the newer ones, but honestly, there's nothing wrong with the newer ones either, because I had the new one on my Tac-One when I first bought it, and I used it for 3 years without changing the barrel. So, okay, I'm going to get up close here. And you're probably wondering what this little thing is right here, okay? This is a switch to turn the gun from a mechanical marker, which is what the M stands for, mechanical marker, down to electronic, which you can't do because the safety's on right now. But take the battery, in order to turn the electronics on, what you do is just pull this pin right here. Once you pull that pin, I don't know if Varnell can get it there. Can you see it in there?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the Xmod Beta 1.8 software. This is not the stock software that comes with the gun. This is software that was designed to compete with modern day software. And basically the Xmod Beta, what it can do, PSP, NXL, full auto, 3-shot, 9-shot burst, you name it, this baby can do it. We've even shot this 31 balls a second full auto. Beautiful. Kept up with it just fine. Now this switch here, when you turn it, ignore the warp, when you turn it down to E, you're in pure electronic mode, okay? And then when you switch it back up to the M, when you have the battery turned on and the electronics are on, it does something what's called the hybrid mode, where you're using the solenoid to adjust everything, but you also have the response, the RT effect in the X valve, and you can get insane amounts of speed off this thing because of that hybrid mode. It's awesome. It's hard to describe unless you actually are shooting this thing, which a couple of our guys on our team have done. Even we've had a couple speedball teams try it out and they love it. So that's basically, I mean, you have the battery rail, standard auto mag, but you have the board. Now the stock AGD software, I think 3.2 was their latest. You would adjust the inside on jumpers, I believe, and it would switch it from semi-automatic 3-round burst to 6-round burst. Of course, that's why I got the Xmod software on here. Amazing software. Now, as to try to find one of these, they're really rare. AGD doesn't produce them anymore because of some certain lawsuits by companies I won't mention, smart parts. Kind of took this out of production there. So try to find one. You're going to be paying pretty hefty amount. I paid $650 for this one. You'll find ones out there, X-Mags, SFL mags, that will go for anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, depending on their condition, how, their rarity, their paint job, anything will cause the price to go up on those older speedball type E-Mags. And like I said, this one's built for woods. I've got the tack body on it and all that. But I'm going to go ahead and explain just a little bit about the warp feed. Now, we already did a warp feed video, but I'm going to show you a little bit more about it in this video. Of course, what the warp feed did, AGD designed this to take the hopper off the top of the gun to remove hopper hits altogether. So, take the hopper from here to here, you have clear line of sight. Now, of course, with the adapter up here, you really don't. Now, they make bodies called ULE bodies. And the ULE body, you can get warp left or warp right, and it's going to take the feed neck and it's going to put it down here on either side. and it's going to bring the detent to the top where this is. So you can essentially run this on the side, and when you do that, you're going to have clear line of sight coming out. You know, the barrel. You're going to be able to look around bunkers and all that. Now I'm going to go over to the a bunker here in a minute and show you another great feature of the Warp Feed that I didn't show you in the other video. Just a second, but basically, put balls in the hopper, turn the hopper on, feeds down. There's a button on the back of the warp. You push, it spins, loads the balls up into the hose into the gun. So I'm going to take you right over here to one of their older speedball fields that's not in use anymore, but they still have the bunkers. I'm going to show you one of the other great additions to the Warp Feed right now. Okay, we are on TRP's older speedball field. They're currently redoing it, but they still have the good old starting spots up. So what I'm going to show you is another thing the Warp was designed for. It was designed so you don't have to shoot offhand. When you're coming out both sides of the bunker, you know, normally you have to switch hands to get on the other side. Well, with the Warp, you don't have to do that. So basically, what you'd be doing, you're behind the bunker here, you switch out like this. Now, if you had a warp left, warp right body, this wouldn't be here. It's going to be on the side. So, you're behind the bunker, and this is all you have to do. And then you want to switch to this side. That's all you're doing. You're completely removing any kind of hopper hits or anything in general. You're holding it. You just out, off the top, come down, not around. You know, you're doing all this stuff with the Warp. You're done. You're going to eliminate the hopper hits, and you know, you're just going to be poking your head just barely around the corner, you know, and you're good to go. So what we're going to do now, just wanted to show you that. We're going to take the Emag to the chrono station right over here, rip some rounds through it. Let's go. All right, I'm going to shoot the Emag here, got the Warp Feed on. I'm going to do just mechanical, semi-automatic. Okay, yeah. I'm going to switch it over to electronic. Got my Xmod Beta 1.8 software. I'm going to switch it to, I'm going to leave it on semi. 15 balls a second. Running in electronic mode. Now, one of them.
Is it working?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on one second. Hey, Dean, JD just dropped his hose over there. Will you go grab it for us?
Yeah.
No, it's back a little bit. No, to the left. To the left.
Right over there.
Right about there.
I really want to shoot one right there, but he's already past the safe zone.